welcome back to the Feel Good Thoughts podcast. Today I am very excited because I have someone special who is sharing this podcast with us. And what I'd like you to do is also jump over to feelgoodjoey.com because today's podcast is recorded on video, so you can also tune in there and watch along while you listen. So today I have with me someone who's an entrepreneur, a trainer, a speaker, a formal NFL player, and he's also someone who's extremely inspiring and passionate about helping others to really see their greatest potential. He speaks across the globe, and I actually met him at Awesomeness Fest, and he's just a real beautiful person, and I really wanted to have him on the Feel Good Thoughts today with us to share something motivational and inspiring. I would love to introduce you to Anthony Trucks. So welcome.
Hey, thank you. How are you doing?
Great, thank you. Anthony, we met at A-Fest, and the first time I met you, I was like, this guy's energy is just contagious. Like, you have
Thank
the
you.
most amazing energy. You're very motivating. You're up on stage speaking, and I know that, you know, some of the foundations of your life stem from playing football, but first of all, I would love for you to share with us what inspired you to become a motivational speaker.
You know, I don't know if it was inspiration more so than it was like the way I was built. I was always a kid that was in trouble as a kid in school because I was never quiet, and so I was always talking, always kind of just getting out in that world. But I think for me, what pushed it to I guess a motivational side or aspirational side for what I do is a lot of life hardships that I was able to come out of, and I found that a lot of other people struggle with very similar areas and weren't able to come out of it. And so I just started sharing my thoughts with close friends and people that around the gym that I owned. And little by little, I found that I was more drawn to doing that than teaching people to lift more weights or run faster or lose weight. And so I took a humongous leap into a new world when my mom passed a couple of years ago, and I decided that I wanted to share an impact with the world in a similar way that she impacted me by adopting me.
Oh, wow. That's so beautiful. And I was wondering if you could share with us, I mean, like you spoke about how you've had the hardships that have happened throughout your life. And, from that's really stemmed your inspiration and inspiration from your mom as well to share with others. And I know that you run the nightly 90 videos, and I love them. I tune into them, and they have these like key messages in them that are so point on. And I'm like, wow. So tell us a little bit about that. Is that what you sort of started from this whole inspiration?
Well, I didn't actually. I started that because I started doing like a weekly video I would record and put on my blog, which is called the Hump Day Hustle. My company's called Trust Your Hustle. Mm-hmm. And so the idea for, I think the inspiration to kind of share was that like I grew up in like crappy environments in foster care. I was given away into foster homes where I didn't have like my mom watching as other people who were bad people treated me horribly. Like I had a lot of traumatizing things happen, and so when I came out of it, I wasn't like bitter. I actually found a way to get very happy, and so I found other people had similar hardships. So I was like, I want to venture out and share my thoughts and my heart with the world, and it turned into a weekly video. And then I had too many topics. I had more than I could actually handle. So I was like, I want to start doing it every day and see what happens. So I called it the Nightly 90. And today I think it'll be episode 283. And it's just literally whatever I feel like talking about that day. And I always want to make sure that when I'm done with that 90 seconds, sometimes longer, is that there's a message that you can take out of and apply in some small way. And maybe it's something where it doesn't hit you now, maybe somewhere later in life you've watched it, it's like a year later, like, I remember Anthony talked about this, or somebody else was going through this, and it can help them. So it's pretty much not for me. It's more so like, one, it's like a journal, I think, just to get an idea. But two, it's for everybody else, just to get something from somebody who actually cares.
Yeah, definitely. And I love how you say it's like a journal, because the first time I watched it, I felt like this instant connection of, this guy is so real. He's just speaking from his heart. It's not scripted or anything like that. And sometimes I love it. Like, you have your little kids run in the background and, they might say something. And it's just real and raw, and it's really beautiful key messages that you do say in it. And let's chat a little bit about playing NFL and in college. Like, when you play NFL, was there some sort of positive attributes or some sort of foundations in which sport really gave you for life, as well as obviously hardships that you've gone through? But when we look at sport, what's been one of the feel-good thoughts and takeaways that the career of sport that you've had?
Sport, I guess, for me, in the sense of what it is, I think we're humans built for connection, like that's what we're supposed to do. And so I love sports in the sense of it's just what bringing people like together. People are always around watching sports or playing sports, and so for me to experience even to the hard times, which life is hard times, but life's also amazing times when you win games. So I think sports, the feel good part about that is like you really get to be in the environment of experiencing, I think, life in its most like animalistic, raw levels, because it's just you. It's your body, it's your mind, and you're out there to be seen, but you're with people who care for you, who support you, who are going through the same hardship you're going through. And so it's kind of a beautiful thing. Professional sports is crazy, but when you're done with it, it's like there's so much value in knowing what you're able to get through and the intangibles you develop from just going through the hardships of it.
And for anybody who is, playing football right now or any sport at all, what's a feel-good thought that you could give them, if they're training really hard to sort of, make it up a further league that they want to reach, a grade, or they're training really hard just to be the best personal player that they want to be personally, what's a thought that you could share for them?
So this is how I used to do it. Whenever I have really, really tough days, I would always stop, take a breath, and look up into the sky. And people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm staring in the sky. Like, why are you staring in the sky? I said, because if I was up in the sky right now, if I was up there in a cloud and I was looking down, I would just see a bunch of ants. And I would look at what's going on below me as like, whatever problem that little ant has is probably not that big. Not to say that it's like small or not, I guess humongous, but it's like, I think sometimes as athletes we take things real, real serious and real important, but we're never really grateful for what we have. Like we're never able to stop for a moment and realize like our problems in the bigger scheme of things, and you missed a tackle or you missed a play, you dropped the ball, like the bigger scheme of things, it's not that big. And if you're grateful for the ability to have health, to have the peace of mind, to be able to play the sport, the support from your teammates, like to be able to express yourself that way, it's a humongous benefit. It's something that so many people in this world do not get. So for me, it's always like a matter of looking at the perspective of even in my hardship, the crazy times, someone would die to have that hardship.
Yeah, and I love that the fact that you've said, like, what I've taken away from that feel-good thought is about having gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. And, it's funny when you talk about that ants. You look up at the sky and you look down and you think it's an ant. Because whenever I go flying and I'm in a plane, I think about that too. Like, I look down and I think, we're like a tiny dot. And I think, it really puts things in perspective when you sort of step out and you take a look down and you think, hold on a minute. Yeah, like, is this really the biggest issue right now? And then let's start thinking about what else can we be truly grateful in our life. And as you listen into this right now, might be a really good moment to just pause for a moment and just think about 3 things you are grateful for right now in your life, because we really do live a beautiful, abundant life, and we have so much that's available to us. And when we start to really see the good, it's amazing how that can shift our energy, don't you think?
Yeah. That's what you say, where your focus goes, your energy flows.
Yeah, excellent. And I think, focus is super important. And just to wrap up today, I've loved having you on the Feel Good Thoughts. There's like about 4 or 5 Feel Good Thoughts that you've given us and you shared with us, from life experience to your NFL football days. But overall, Anthony, let's just finish up with just one, maybe affirmation or a motivational tool or something that you could share, a beautiful takeaway that all the listeners could take with them for today.
I think everybody's always looking for a quick fix. Like, I like helping people. And I find that, I could give you a sense of an idea for today and give you motivation or inspiration, but I find that the true base of happiness, that the base where I can provide somebody's ability to be happy sustained, is the ability to have an internal success to build trust. Like, my company is called Trust Your Hustle. It's a very, very precise statement that I love, because it's really saying I trust my hustle. Like, I trust myself. And that, when you can get to that level, that's when you get happy. Because it's one thing to say, I got this idea, this thought, or something made me feel good for a moment. But when you wake up every day and you love yourself and you're happy with what you do, that's an internal feeling that no one can steal from you. So I'm real big on the concept of trust your hustle, because that hustle is what gives you success. And when you can get your own success, you have massive happiness.
Fantastic, wise words right there. And Anthony, what I'm going to do is just share your website with us, and we'll pop it down on the blog so anyone can go take a look. Where can they find out more info about Trust Your Hustle?
AnthonyTrucks.com. Straightforward.
Beautiful, nice and easy one to remember there. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Very well.
Lots of valuable points here today at the Feel Good Thoughts, and wishing you all the best for the future. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Send your mails out to listen and enjoy your day.